Good evening to all. My name is Subbu. I come from the organization called Ashoka. A bit of background to this organization will help on why we are doing this. So we are a global organization, been in this business for about 30 years now, electing social entrepreneurs worldwide. We are sector agnostic. And a mention is about 50% of our fellows are working on national policies creating impact. So one fundamental thing is we cannot compete with fellows on their areas of work. So we usually look at sectoral issues, and we decided to work on data. So what we found among fellows, this data is primarily in silos, irrespective of the sectors, but there's a lot of relationship actually between them, and it makes sense to see it together. And we need more information to flow between academia, government, and citizen sector organizations. We have access to it and we wanted to enable it. So the benefits of the data platform that we are talking about, we call it the data as infrastructure. How do you present data as infrastructure and enable people to look at interventions which are cross-sectoral? So that's our primary goal. And we see it improves reliability, quality, and brings in context the moment you are able to do peer review of data points that are coming in sectors which are common. So what we are trying to do is enable this process of data flowing across seamlessly through platforms, starting with Ashoka Fellows who are huge in numbers and working on core issues, core social problems. We have tried to do this in 3 to 4 sectors now. In India, we are working on Housing for All program with many of the Ashoka Fellows in about 7 states, 7,500 households, trying to do a hybrid value chain model of how businesses, communities, and individuals can interact to bring about affordable homes, trying to bring in products, trying to bring in credit access to people so that they get access to a better living conditions. So we have managed to get 6,000 mortgage customers in the last 3 years. Our business is not to build houses, but to establish a model which can scale. We see in nutrition, we are trying to understand, a lot of people are working in nutrition, and we see a lot of fellows working on nutrition. We are doing a baseline study in about 3 states now, trying to expand more, and we want to do survey of about 5,000 households. And we have already interviewed about 834 households. These are deep surveys and getting to the root of the problem. So nutrition is another space, and we are also working on rural innovations and farming, surveying about 5,000 households, trying to understand how to empower women in terms of information and access. But the key point is the interrelationships that comes between housing, nutrition, and farming. So access to toilet, it affects nutrition and wellness and health. We see that coming through very clearly, and we know exactly what are the parameters that are influencing that. We see the landless farmers, women farmers having livestock, women farmers having their own land holdings, having different nutrition levels as a pattern. So we see these interrelationships coming through very well. And what we are trying to do is we have built a technology platform which is enabling all this, and we call it an Infinity Data Infrastructure. It's completely open source. You can use it either with the hosted solution, or if you want to host it, you can host it on your own. We have used the best minds to build this software, so we encourage you to use it. It has a mobile component which works online and offline as well, and it has a server component which gives you, once the data goes in, it gives you beautiful reports and analysis which can be used to interpret the relationships as well. And we want to continue further. We have a plan. The data portal that we are talking about and with little bit of analytics is rolled out, and we are doing complex analysis on analytics, especially on the server side, and we want to have an intervention model coming up and also an impact model coming up. So these are part of our plan. So we love partnerships. We want to work more with academia because there's a lot of complex algorithm that needs to run on the server to ensure that these relationships are established. We welcome partnership. We want research and advocacy, and we require suggestions to make this better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have any one question? Yes, please.
Yes.
Just over there.
Yeah, what was the motivation of building this? Because already there are plenty of these kind of tools available there.
There are tools which helps you do data collection. We have evaluated enough tools, and we find that bringing about interrelationship between different data sets is not easy. And we started building it as an ecosystem for Ashoka Fellows themselves, because you need to know who is able to share data, who is willing to share data, at what level, ensuring you're able to safeguard the privacy and other things. There are tools which are, I can go into the details on why it is important. This is different. We are not reinventing any wheel. Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, it's based on a solid experience in the social sector, and that's why we are building this. And all this is open source. You can go and do a peer review. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So our next presentation is Project Leapfrog, please. Is anybody here for Project Leapfrog? Oh, great. Thank you.